Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Saturday, July the 4th, 2020. Today I'm going to take you guys exploring abandoned warehouses and factories in Newark, New Jersey. I want to start out by giving you an idea of exactly where we're going to be going, in case you guys have ever passed these spots or in case you plan on passing them. Please keep in mind, I am not recommending that any of you go to any of these places. I happen to be a member of the Historical Society, so I can basically go almost anywhere I want, but I want you to get an idea as to where we're going to be going. So take a look at your screen and you'll see right now we're on McCarter Highway. We're going to get off right here, exit number 4, which is Chester Avenue. When we go underneath the highway, we're going to make a left. And we're going to set up starting right here. And we're going to work our way both sides, this whole stretch, past here. Then we're going to get back on McCarter Highway. We're going to hop over to the left lane really quick. We're going to get off the very first exit. Let me show you that. Here's the first exit. We're going to come underneath here. We're going to explore this building right here, as well as, unfortunately you can't see it, this whole complex right here is really something to see. Unfortunately, it's the summertime, so the foliage has grown in. Plus, they've erected a cyclone fence around the thing because it is in very poor condition. It's considered dangerous and structurally unsafe. When I get to this part of the video, I will be set up right adjacent to this smokestack right here. But we'll get to that part later. But let me just jump back for a second, if I may, to where we're going to start out, Chester Avenue. I don't know how many of you guys have passed this spot, but this has got to be the filthiest block in the state of New Jersey. I am amazed. If you look at this place right here, look how tight these vehicles are wedged in. Have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, this is just plain short of amazing. Some of these vehicles look to be really, really old, like this one right here. And I'm wondering how they get a vehicle out that's buried way back here. But one of the things that disappointed me the most, in fact the only thing, was right here. I passed here 2 months ago and the railroad tracks were still in place. Unfortunately, they've been ripped out. However, they left a lot of interesting artifacts, which I'm going to show you right now. So now let's segue into the screenshot section of the video. Okay guys, this morning I pulled up to start filming my video and this is what I saw. I literally almost cried my eyes out. This is the old right-of-way for the railroad, and until 2 months ago the tracks were still here. If you've been watching my videos for quite a while, you know that we had about 5 straight months of rain and clouds and nasty weather. And I have really wanted to do this area, and I couldn't do it because the weather was so bad. But they have ripped out the entire section of railroad, and I am just beside myself over it. You can see they left the section that crosses Chester Street. I guess in order to rip this up, they're going to have to maybe close the road down for a day or two in order to rip up the rails and then pave right over it. This railroad line is very, very old. Now you'll notice over here, they put these concrete blocks in here. That's so people do not drive motor vehicles in there, because of course there used to be tracks there as well. We're going to go in there now, and I'm going to show you a lot of neat things. This here is the original railroad warning system. Does anybody want to take a guess what year this is from? I'm going to show you shortly, but does anybody want to take a guess? Let's see. 1937. Can you believe that? This was made in 1937. And what do you think is going to happen to it? That's the one on the other side. They're going to knock this down. I'm sure of it. I am so sure of it, and I'm sickened by it. I'm actually stomach sick. Now I want to walk a little bit further in here, and I want to show you this old factory and give you an idea of how I think it probably ran back in the day. This is a look at the side. Here you can see an enclosed entranceway. I do believe there was a railroad spur here. And I believe possibly an alleyway for trucks to pull in, but I'm not sure. I couldn't get all the way in there because of the foliage. This is why I like to do these videos in the wintertime, so I can really get all the way in there and show you guys everything that you need to see. But again, I am so far behind that I decided to use this day to make this video. And I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did. Here is a sliding gate where it appears trucks would back up into there, or possibly maybe railroad cars would line up on the side. I'm not sure. This, of course, is where the railroad tracks used to be. And years ago, I did some research, and there used to be a ramp coming off the highway here as well. And that's long gone. There's my favorite railroad crossing sign again. Oh my God, I can't believe they're going to take this down. I'm actually sick about this. That's another look at the same factory. I do believe there might be some commerce going on this end, but I'm not 100% sure. This building here is still in use, as you can see. There's an old water tower back from the day. That's another look at the building on the right. Now, this tank can clearly be seen on the Google Earth picture that I showed you earlier. Let me just jump back there if I may. There is the tank that I'm standing in front of, okay? So get a good idea of where I am right now, okay? Let's proceed now. There's actually a building there, but it's so totally overgrown with foliage, I can't get in. You may remember this structure, the old petroleum depot that I photographed, I'd say about 2 years ago. Well, the illegal dumpers have gotten in there and have dumped a lot more debris. It's just plain sick. Look at that. They're actually backing dump trucks up there and they're dumping this crap off. But this is not the worst of what you're going to see today. Just wait. Wait a minute. That's a railroad car, isn't it? Let me jump back one. Is that a tank or is that a railroad car in there? I didn't go all the way back there because I didn't want to climb the mountain of debris. But anyway, this is the way the road looks. Anytime it rains, this road floods. I don't think they have a proper sewer system here. I think, and this is just conjecture on my part, I think this is an old septic tank service area. And let me tell you something. Anytime a vehicle drove by me, it would kick up dust like crazy. It's just absolutely the filthiest street that I know of. There's some more illegal dumping, tree stumps. Here you can see a vacant building that we're going to go into, and you're not going to believe what is in there. I don't think anybody watching this video can hazard a guess as to what I've discovered in there. But you'll see shortly. Side view of it. I believe last time when I was here, this was enclosed. I think that the miscreants broke through there to get in. First of all, you can see a body shop is illegally dumping auto parts in there. These are all auto parts. Here you can see the exposed electric from the building for whatever purpose it served. There's a close-up view of the electric. Same building again. We're going to go around now. We're going to get in there. Now, I'm going to photograph in there, and we're going to go inside. Get ready. Look at this. 55-gallon drums of who knows what caustic chemical. Look at that. It's eating away at the drum, whatever it is. The EPA would love, absolutely love, to get in there. But you know, I just don't know who to call. This is Newark, and things are different in Newark than in other places of New Jersey. Who knows what these 55-gallon drums contain? And I certainly didn't want to hang around too long to find out. That's looking at the side of the building, all the overgrowth and debris that's been dumped there. Not sure what's under that metal plate. Another view. There's a tank. There's the building I photographed approximately 2 years ago. A lot of debris. It's just disgusting. Unbelievable. Now, I can't get in here because of all the razor wire and it's fenced off. But look on the top left. What is that? Is that a scale? An old-fashioned scale in there? Let's have a closer look. I would love to get up there. I mean, absolutely love it, but there is no way to safely get in there. As you can see, it's all fenced off with razor wire. Some old boats. Here's another view of the street. Just completely dirty from end to end. I was basically the only person out there this morning, excepting a few stray cars that did pass by now and then. This is a really good view of the street. It's a very desolate, formerly industrial area. I would think maybe someday in the future that urban redevelopment will just come in and doze this whole section out and clean it up. But I would bet the bank that the soil is very badly contaminated because these buildings go back before 1930. And back then, there was no such thing as the EPA or anything like that. And basically, they were dumping chemicals, and the chemicals were leaching into the ground, as you could see from those 55-gallon drums I showed you earlier. Now, we have changed our location, and we have moved. So let me just situate you guys. Let's jump back to Google Earth here. We are no longer here anymore. Now we are moving. We jumped onto McCarter Highway. Left lane. Got off the very first exit here. All right, and now, right now, we're looking at this building right here. See this one? Let's go back to the pictures. That is that building. I would like to point out the brilliant scrolling on top of the building. You don't see design like that anymore. Absolutely not. There's a close-up. The building has been vacant for some time. It's available. I think it's structurally sound. At least it looks to be. And somebody wants to lease the building and the land. Look at the scroll work. Right now it's being used, the land is being used to park tractor trailers. And I'm still in front of that same building. This railroad line here is also abandoned. Totally abandoned. Better look at it. I'm not sure when the last time trains ever ran on this line or the one I showed you earlier, but I can tell you I've never seen any. Now we're moving up to the next group of buildings. Let me get you guys over there. The next group of buildings are these. Right here. So see the smokestack? Now the rest of these pictures I'm parked right about here, so use that as your guide. There's a look at the smokestack. It is impossible to get into this property. Years ago it was possible, but not anymore. This is considered so dangerous that they actually have a security guard posted there 24 hours a day. I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure if they're afraid people will get hurt going in there, but that's a possibility, as I will show you shortly. It looks to me like they're planning on maybe digging some kind of a drainage system here. I think that's what this is for. This car here, I do believe, belongs to the security guard. You can see how old the building is, and it's in very, very poor condition. I would love, absolutely love to get in there. There's the abandoned railroad yard again. There's a better look at the building. And if you look, I'm going to take a close-up now. You can see how the roof has totally caved in. So that leads me to believe that the flooring is probably in the same disrepair. All the windows have been broken out by vandals. And there's a little friendly reminder to tell you that they say they have security cameras there, but I didn't see any. That's a look at the desolate street. Very industrial looking. The last thing I'm going to show you in this video is just the Route 21 exit that I just took to get to these buildings. So many people hit this. They come off the highway doing 55 miles an hour, and as you can see right here, a Dodge Sprinter lost his entire strut. Look it, you can see the strut is still attached to the wheel itself. There are accidents here literally every night. I can't tell you how many accidents I've seen. But anyway, that's about it for this video, guys. I sure hope you guys enjoyed it. And please leave any comments, questions, concerns you have. If you noticed anything in the video that you could maybe shed some light on, that would be great if you could tell us, because there are a few things I don't know. If you could recommend any other places in the area you want me to explore, if it's possible, I'll try and do it for you. But I do find this place really, really super interesting. And I don't doubt that I'm going to go back there again sometime in the future. I'm telling you, this little construction yard right here has me so fascinated. I would love to get in there and check out those vehicles. But guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thank you for watching my video. Comments, questions, and concerns are welcome. Thank you for being the best audience in the world. Enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, don't be fitchy, or you'll be exposed on the national news.